Come on, give me something. Your team decides they want to use Kanban. What should they discuss while creating their board? Oh, great. We've got a pile of the former Scrum Master's heads. Is it like in the corner or something? Are you looking for a fun and helpful game to bond with your remote teams, whether they're just remote here or overseas? Because I've got a great game for you today. It's called Cards Against Agility, or Cards for Agility, depending upon how you want to play it. And if you're not used to this channel, or if this is your first time viewing us, I go through these games, these Agile games, whether teamwork, communication, or what have you, and I go through the instructions, how to play the game, or the instructions, playing the game, and a retro where you can see and hear the value of what the people got out of that game. So today we have Jeff Schlaver and Rich Stewart. Rich Stewart was not able to join us, but they are both the co-creators of Cards Against Agility and for Agility. And so it was originally created on Google Docs or Google Sheets, and then Rich Stewart created a awesome version of it on his website. And you'll be able to see both of those links in the description below. Some players may be looking for new opportunities, so make sure to check down in the description below for their LinkedIn profiles and reach out to them if you have open opportunities. If you like this video, of course, make sure to smash that like button, but without further ado, let's get started. But we can try with 4 people, if Monica, if you're okay with that.
I'm okay with following.
Okay, I'm okay.
So that we can keep going.
So the first thing we'll do is we'll draw a black card and then let you guys read on your screens, on your individual tabs. You'll see the black card on the right side and your cards are on the left side. And just click on the button associated to the card the white card you want to play, the response.
Federal mandate.
Yeah, one more person you have to play. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got Cards Against Humanity, Cards Against Agility. They said we were crazy. They said we couldn't put Agile inside of bubblegum. They were wrong. They said we were crazy. We couldn't put Agile inside of a federal mandate. They were wrong. They said we were crazy. They said we couldn't put Agile inside of a remote team member. They were wrong. I gotta ask, who put remote team member? That's kind of, it makes me laugh.
That was me.
Any particular reason you chose that one, or just?
Well, I thought it was Cards Against Agility.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes this is about conversations, and the whole point of this game is to get some bonding going on. So I'll ask questions to promote conversation as if you were a regular team member.
Oh, I see. I just thought it was funny. I thought.
Yeah. I like that one. So that's
remote team member was.
What's gonna win? Okay.
Yeah, I'll give that one. So I'll clear out everybody's answers and change the next card up. If a developer has an issue completing the story, they should blank. I feel like I'm doing match game. So we got 3 answers in. If a developer has an issue completing the story, they should licking post its backsides. Remove it from the sprint. And Wikipedia. So I'll go remove it from the sprint. Interesting answer. Kind of falls in line with being Agile. Just curious who put that in there, what their thoughts were behind that one.
Oh yeah, that was me. I played that one. I just thought it would be funny. It's like, if you're not going to meet your deadline, just delete it from the sprint. Act like it was never there.
Nobody's ever done that, right?
I haven't had anybody try it on my team yet, but the year is young, so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one I like. I like a bunch of these. I should Wikipedia it. I'm assuming since I know where everybody falls in this thing, that's the one drawback. Everybody falls in the same basic place. Licking Post-its backsides, James?
Yeah, that was mine. It just sounded like an interesting solution. So if they don't like the story, they can just, go eat glue.
I like your reasoning. I will give you that one.
All right.
And our next card up. Kids, I don't need drugs to get high. I'm high on blank.
Oh, man, I wasted that one there.
And that's the way it goes in the real games, too. Yeah. First up is impediments. Somebody's high on impediments. He doesn't need drugs. I don't need drugs to get high. I'm high on micromanage spread dreams. I think I found the winner because the next one's processes and tools. I thought I'm going to go with Joshua. I believe that's yours. I'll give you kudos. That was the best one. This is why you can. Oh, let's talk about editing the answers. So if you click on the proverbial hamburgers, the black cars, this sheet is all the individual questions. It's a good time for a segue. So you can add questions to this database simply by going in here, going all the way to the bottom, and then just for example, here it's 142. You just start adding your answers. The spreadsheet, every time it runs, will pick up the next set of answers. And conversely, we have the responses, which is all the white cards. We have the same thing. You can add, this is how you as the Scrum Masters or game facilitator can customize this to your individual teams. If you have something that you're specifically working on or you want them to try and get some more communications, this is where you would go. This is how you would enter them in. I keep them hidden just so everybody doesn't, it's easy to do. And that's how anybody can customize their things.
Gotcha.
Don't ever delete the template because that's how when you add a player's name, the template is what's used and that's what creates all this screen here. So I'm flashing my hand in front of the screen like you guys can see it.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, so Joshua gets the point for that one.
What did he get the point for again? How do you know it was Joshua?
Because unfortunately,
micromanagers. Okay. All right.
Once I get an idea with three people, you kind of come back to the same spot every time.
Okay.
That's the one drawback. You're associated to a specific cell, so I can kind of once I figure out who's doing what, doing where. Do you need more time or blank?
So I have a question, real quick.
Sure.
In normal apples to apples Cards Against Humanity, the players switch turns in terms of whose black card it is and who gets to decide. Is the facilitator in this game always the person who gets to decide who gets the points? As opposed to
no, you can have the team vote. That's an option we can do in this round.
Well, I mean, usually it's an individual's choice, but the individual gets to go. It gets determined by, I think, clockwise in terms of
in Cards Against Humanity, whoever won that game won the round. Everybody else plays, and that facilitator chooses. So
okay.
The rules. I'm just doing this here so I can facilitate, kind of give you an idea. In the way you guys want to play it, that's the ideal way to do it because then everybody chooses the winner. So for this round, if I can add my name in here and show you how fast we can add me as a player. If Joshua wants to go to the scenarios tab, he can run this session and he can pick. We can do it that way. And then whoever he picks as the winner, that person will come in here. They'll skip his round.
No,
And
that's cool. I'd like to play a game of like till like 5 with you being the person, and then like try to do like reset the game if that's cool.
Yeah, we can just. If I reset, I'll reset everybody away.
Okay.
All I really have to do to reset this board is basically just do that, clear out the winners, and then if Joshua, you want to come in and come into the scenario tab, you can click on the black button. I will collect some cards, and this will be Joshua's turn to choose.
Although you're sharing the screen, this might be not as good though.
Well, then they'll see it from my side, from his side. I can leave it on, and when we go back to choose, I'll go back to here, and then he can see who this is.
Okay.
So we're just waiting on 1, 2, 3.
That's it, I think.
We got everybody. So
Josh, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm gonna go with whoever played Commitment.
that actually wasn't me. It was the one I kind of liked. It was fear of commitment, fear of not wanting to do something, kind of what the teams do. That's my reasoning for picking that. Okay. So then you should be able to put a 1 in for my name, and then you can go to your tab, Joshua, and here's the card for against blank. That was so metal. Oops, let me clear my answers before somebody. I think I cleared someone's. Steve, I might have cleared yours. Okay, so the person who knows the code quit. That was so metal. The whole team quit. That was so metal.
Who one-upped me?
Prince 2.
What's Prince 2?
The artist formerly known as Prince.
That's I forgot why this is in there. It might be a typo. It might have been, could have been on there and actually deleted something, or hit 2 and deleted half the stuff. So this is what.
It's a process.
Okay.
It's a clone of Prince, or
It's a process.
oh,
It's
it's a
another
process.
agile process. Well, semi-agile process.
Oh, okay. To look into that.
Isn't it the British version of PMP?
Popular in Europe and for
Oh
government.
yeah. You're right. That's the British version of PMP.
Yeah.
Is Prince, and Prince 2 incorporates Agile. So where Prince was, yes. So you're right. I'm going to go with the first one. The person who knows the code quit, just because I'll let James facilitate the next round.
Oh, okay. Thanks for having mercy on me, Josh.
Okay, you're up to select the black card on the scenarios tab.
You always need to be more TDD than blank to ensure robust delivery. You always need to be more TDD than Jeff Sutherland to ensure robust delivery. You always need to be more TDD than real coder test in production to ensure robust delivery. More TDD than cooperation.
If you want to get someone to justify it, ask them why they picked it or whatever. That's it's all about the conversations.
It's hard when you're shooting a video for Agile games and Jeff Sutherland comes up. It's like, do I choose Jeff Sutherland over these other? Yeah, I've kind of got to. I got to choose Jeff Sutherland. So who's Jeff Sutherland?
Oh, that was me.
Okay.
I played it just because it's.
Jeff,
with
I
it
hope you're
being
watching.
person, it's a lot better than the other cards I had.
Wrong person. You got to give Joshua the credit.
Oh, wrong. Yeah.
Okay,
that's what
so
it means.
Joshua, you're up. Everybody else is in their cards. You were getting some good cards there, Joshua. I tell you what.
Yeah, and the one I just played got me an even better card, so I'm pretty happy about it.
I'm having technical problems. Had to reload. You guys go ahead for this one.
So Josh, who's your winner?
I guess let's go with calendar days.
That was me. So I'll clear and then send the black cards to everybody. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, our chief weapons are fear, surprise, and
I know Scrum Masters get a whip. I didn't see that in the Scrum guide.
You have to level up first. You have to become level 2 Scrum Master.
Mine's still having script problems. I said fear, surprise, and hugs.
Hugs.
hugs. Based on a couple of my past team members, I like the hugs. So I don't know if you'll be able to take control and dole out the next question, Steve, but I'll give you that one. The Scrum Master's whip was a good second.
Was that why you work remote, Jeff? Was this why it's coming out? You've had some.
I didn't get my whip. I didn't get to level up.
Okay. He hasn't had enough quests to get enough experience yet.
There's the hugs. So we got the hugs.
All right, so I'm back. All right, so I should be able to control.
Yeah, so if you go to the tab, we'll clear out the answers. And then if you just click the black card.
Scrum Master loves.
Oh, he loves a fixed price contract.
That was me.
He also loves fixed scope. Nicely done.
As fixed scope was a close second, but fixed price is even better.
Yeah, I'm dealing with those right now in my current project. So
that's right. Don't worry, you can always lower quality.
Okay, Josh, you have the board. How do we write the test code at the same time testing it?
Remove it from the demo.
Well, that puts you as the winner, James.
Oh, okay.
So then you can draw the black card, go into the tabs. We'll come into the tabs.
I don't know what's supposed to be. Oh, is that a period? Okay. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but oh gosh, who knows what's going to come out of this one.
Ain't it always PowerPoint? Yeah, just
I know. I was tossed between that one and this one.
that's my PowerPoint.
Trying not to look at your answers on the screen.
I'll give Monica the win on that one.
Well, a bang, but with there.
Essential safe. Oh, you see, I admit, I need to learn more about safe. But, yeah, my assumptions make that a winner.
All right.
Who did that? Who's had
That was
safe?
me.
Oh, Steve? All right. Jeff, you're up in? Okay.
Do another one. Oh, scrap my will do another one. We did that one already.
Now, if you want to choose a different card, you should.
Yeah, I'm trying. Oh.
Is it saying running the script and just taking a minute?
There we go. We need to automate.
Oh, easy. Easy.
Some developers.
Is that the truth, though?
Our trust fund company owner. Making user stories. Oh my God. I'm still gonna go with developer.
Okay, James, that's you.
What all companies are trying to do, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
All right. Draw a card. It's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with. Okay. Greg Larman. Agile. Annual budget. Some of these I don't feel like I know the joke behind. Who did Agile annual budget? What's that about?
That's me.
Okay.
An Agile annual budget is not agile because the idea is you get to adjust to the reality of the world as you discover it. Yep. But if you do an annual budget, it makes it very difficult to adjust or adopt as the world changes, as you discover the world.
So all they basically
like
done,
developers or something.
Yeah, this is like your company getting together. Our projects this year are going to be X, Y, and Z. This is our budget for project X. This is our project for the Z, and this is a project for the year. This is our budget for the year. So, a lot of my former company is very good at doing this. This is what they did in February and March, set the budget for the year, and then tell us we're agile.
And so what the result of that is you get zombie projects. In fact, you get two things. People who are proposing these budget usage directors and so forth battle it out. And then they've got a lot of face on the line for getting these things done. That's one problem. And then because they've got a lot of face on it, if circumstances change, you get zombie projects. In other words, projects that everyone in the project knows that nobody wants because conditions, the reality of the world has changed. So imagine you get a budget in March, and you plan for 3 months, or you don't get to it. You're still finishing last year's stuff for 3 or 4 months. Then you plan for 3 months, and then you have like 2 or 3 months to finish it. You don't finish it in time, of course. So you finish it the following year in May or June or something. And by that time, no one wants the thing.
Okay, well, I don't want to get into a debate. I thought the whole idea behind Agile was that you were funding a team for an amount of time, and maybe is that the right way to go about it?
Yeah, so a more flexible or adaptable system has you replan your budget, or rather, you simply budget your teams and you focus on the highest priority item. You figure out for at least development teams, for your product teams. I'm going to make it more general, right? The people who are doing product development, could be more than your development teams, but for your product development teams, you want to fund it per team, and then decide what your number one priority is, and assign as many teams as you're capable of to that number one priority.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be you're only capable of assigning one team. Excellent. Assign one team. But some places are capable of assigning 50 teams and still be efficient. So then you assign 50 teams.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Well, I also don't know who Craig Larman is, and I feel like this is going to out me.
Craig Larman is, he wrote, he's a big object-oriented guy. He wrote a very good book about design patterns. What's it called? The GRASP design patterns, and many other books in the early days of OO. He was one of the early guys who did OO. And now he's the author of the LESS scaling framework.
Okay.
He and Voss, I've forgotten his last name, Voss co-authored that. LESS, I really like LESS because it starts by saying, let's get the developers together and decide what we want to do.
Okay. Well, as much as I like that idea, I feel like I've made you talk about annual budget enough to where I should do that. So I'm going to choose annual budget.
Nice. I like that. Let me see if I have this thing.
Is filibustering allowed, Jeff? Is that a
What's that? He's filibustering. Filibustering.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was asking the questions. Hey, we should also be educational on these videos, right? So,
and this is probably the kind of questions you're going to get running these games. Someone's going to hit that and go, well, who is this guy? And then someone's going to need to explain it this is where building team trust. Okay, yeah, I could come to him if I have this question. This is, I did this in retrospective. Everybody tells you you're supposed to have an end result of a retrospective. Sometimes the end result is, I want the team to have a good time together.
Yep.
Okay. Something good to last drop. Blank. Good to last drop. Yeah. Oh, nice. Ignorance. Oh, I'm going to go with ignorance.
I
Can't beat that.
That was me.
Here's all point. That was awesome.
We solve our team problems by blank.
Oh, there we go.
Wishful thinking. Although I like empty backlog too.
Oh, I think wishful thinking is actually very sad, but all too often true.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Empty backlog. There's a dream. So Josh has got to come up with his decision.
Oh, yeah, I think wishful thinking.
Okay, I think that's Steve. It's you. Oops.
Close.
Okay.
Doing Agile home is great, but blank is better.
Doing Agile at home is
I don't like my cards.
me neither.
Prototyping. I think prototyping is the right answer.
That gives James the one more. All right.
Come on, give me something. Your team decides they want to use Kanban. What should they discuss while creating their board? Oh, great. We've got a pile of the former Scrum Master's heads. Is it like in the corner or something? Like a pile of former Scrum Master's
No,
heads?
it's worn by whoever takes their place on their belt as trophies.
Okay. So I've got a bunch of dead heads on a belt. Okay.
You're taking this quite literally.
You gotta embrace your inner orc, man.
Well, I'm just imagining walking up to what would be the Kanban board and just seeing a pile of heads, and you're like, what kind of company is this? And like, oh yeah, those are the Scrum Masters. Like, don't screw this up.
Yeah, then you could just look at them and be like, want to join them?
Yeah.
Listen to what I say.
That brings me to courage. Who said courage and why?
I did, honestly, just because out of the cards I had, that was the most funny one to me.
I'm sorry, the pile of Scrum Masters heads gets it. Who's that?
That's me. It was one of the few cards I had. It was like made me laugh. Kind of walking into a company where it's like, okay, you're the fifth team will tell you, well, you're the 16th Scrum Master we've had this year. Oh, that makes me feel welcome.
Yeah, right.
We have always done blank.
Easy. Wow.
That's good.
I don't know.
Okay.
This is why we have it as cards against.
Yes.
The newbie. Wikipedia, or the process. We've always done the process. I go with that one because for me, I'm going to go with the for agility answer this time around. We've always done the process. It's all because that's all we've ever done. That's normally generally the answer I get when I ask a team a question. Why do you do it that way? Well, that's the process. That's the way we've always done it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that's you, James?
Yes, that's me. I get the same thing, so that's why I had to say it. Come on.
Come on, James, get a good card, man.
I don't know if this is good, but blank saved our project. In daily Scrum. Well, lines at least participation.
Well, there is that.
Test-driven development. Mike. Oh, Mike Cohen. Mike Cohen's not funny. That could actually happen. Like, line in the daily Scrum saved our project. Test-driven development saved our project. Okay.
You line a daily Scrum and everyone thinks the project's green.
Yeah.
And then it's like green till the end. And then it's too
It's
late.
like the old
You just
waterfall
release
process.
it. What's
Yeah,
that?
it's just like the old waterfall process. It's always green, green, green. And then last month, oh, we're red.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't tell them that. Then you just got to release it because it's, it's just too much pride in the line. So we got more money because it has to be released. See, project saved.
Line in the Daily Scrum definitely gets it because it's just hilarious and it's no one should be doing that. If anyone's watching this, no one should be doing that. But it's gonna win here. So
Nice.
Well, that gives Steve 6.
Victory.